you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. Feel what I'm saying? Now listen, man, you could tap in or you could tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest? And I suggest you tap in, so let's get right into it. Now, you already know time and energy are the highest forms of currency, my G. I know they got you out here chasing the bag, chasing that money, chasing that moolah, stacking that paper, that cheese, and that mozzarella. But always keep it in the front of your mental Rolodex. That time and energy are the highest forms of currency, my G's, at all times. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Big salute to all my day one investors, everybody that's highly invested in the channel, everybody that understands we are growing this channel organically, constant elevation. Yeah, we on our way to the top, well over 30,000 subscribers, on our way to 40K. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Even bigger salute to all my newcomers, all my new investors, everybody that's making their way to Grown Man Business TV, everybody that's beating the shadow band, everybody that's making their way to the Realest channel on YouTube. Listen, man, I carved out a lane for the real, and I'm the only one in it. I'm the only one in this lane, man, and if you merge into this lane, we gonna crash out. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. Big salute to my wrench gang and my membership gang. Tap into the Realest on YouTube. Now listen, man, you already know, man, when you walk into the big house, wipe your feet off at the door. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure your notification bells are ringing every time we go live here at Grown Man Business TV. Every time I hit the live button, make sure your notification bells are ringing so you can be in tune with the Realest on YouTube. Now, with all that being said, you know, you see the thumbnail, right? You know, you see the title. Two suspects have been picked up, have been identified. You understand what I'm saying? In the assassination of Get Money Little Ronnie. Get Money Little Ronnie and his 5-year-old daughter were deleted. They were assassinated. They were taken out in Fort Worth, Texas at a car wash. You understand what I'm saying? Now, we're going to talk about that. But before we get into the situation, my G's, before we tap into the real, before I give you my perspective and my thought process on what happened out there in Fort Worth, Texas, you already know I'm going to do some customizations to the channel. You know what I mean? I'm going to do some customizations to the channel before we get into this, because it's been a lot going on with the channel. It's been a lot going on in these YouTube streets. Feel me? Bam, right there. You see that. You see that right there at the bottom of the chat, right? You know, listen, man, before you get in here with your Twitter fingers, all in the chat, all in the comment section and all that, going back and forth with Grown Man Business TV, asking me questions, wanting to know my perspective, make sure you have a subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button before you even think about it. And if you don't, that's cool. Get in the back of the class, close your mouth and open your ears. Pure dope, straight off the brick into the bottles. Yeah, you already know this is pure dope, straight off the brick into the bottles. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. But the customizations are necessary on this channel. With the messages, with the pure dope that I'm giving out on YouTube, you know, the higher ups and the elites, they got their eye on the channel, man. You know what I'm saying? They've been working overtime to muffle the message, to slow down the progress. But it ain't no stopping the pure dope. Ain't no stopping the truth. You know what I'm saying? The light will shine in the darkness. Always remember that the light in you will shine in the darkest rooms, homie. In the darkest rooms, as long as you shine your light, you good. As long as you shine your light, you have chosen a side. And I wanted to throw that out there. Always shine your light, my G. You know, the light will shine in the darkness. In the darkness, if you shine your light, you have chosen a side of righteousness. All right? So you got to know, man, normally, you know, we already laughing, we already joking, we already kicking the bobo right here on Grown Man Business TV, right? But this particular message right here, the downloads that have begun to download when it comes to what happened to Get Money Lil Ronnie and his daughter out there in Fort Worth, Texas, are no laughing matter. There are no, it is no laughing matter what took place out there in Fort Worth, Texas, man. So right now, we got to get right to it. We got to get right to it because the downloads are downloading. And see, what you got to understand is Me personally, I wasn't in tune with whoever Get Money Lil Ronnie was or is. I didn't know his music. I wasn't in tune with what they got going on out there in Fort Worth, Texas. I got some family out there that gave me, some information that got me abreast, got me updated on everything that's taking place out there in Fort Worth. But me personally, I'm not in tune with what the young boys is doing like that. But this particular situation, my perspective is going to be like none other on YouTube. None other. I got to give a direct message to the youngsters. I'm not really in tune, and I don't really care about what they had going on, because, the message is going to speak to that. The message is going to speak to the things and to the qualities that you young boys is missing. My generation, because we didn't have the internet, because we didn't have Instagram, because we didn't have these smartphones, we really had to be outside. We really had to be hands-on with everything we were doing. Our lives depended on it. I'm an 80s baby. Our lives depended on us understanding what was going on outside at all times. And the mistake that this young boy made right here lets me know that you youngsters is y'all are missing certain qualities when it come to the streets that y'all claim to play in. When it come to the streets that y'all rap about. Y'all are confused. This technology has confused y'all. It has brainwashed y'all. And we're gonna talk about that, man. Big salute to the chat. Wipe your feet off, man. Hit the like button. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. Now, if you've been under a rock, if you have not been in tune, maybe you have been sleeping for the last 4 or 5 days, you might not know what's going on. But any other way, you had to heard and hear about what happened out there in Fort Worth, Texas. A young rapper by the name of Get Money Ronnie. He was connected to some street activity. Let's just say that. And he was beefing with a rival rapper by the name of CJ Casino. Now, these two guys were having a back and forth. You understand what I'm saying? And Get Money Ronnie decided to go to a local car wash and detail his car. Not only did he go to this car wash, he took his 5-year-old daughter with him to this car wash. Now, we're going to really talk about this, and I really got to give my youngsters the game on this. And I'm really going to be very straightforward, homie. This is pure dope, straight off the brick into the bottles. I'm not going to talk about what everybody's talking about. You're going to have to accept what this is. In the midst of him doing that, Get Money Ronnie and his 5-year-old daughter were assassinated. They were literally gunned down at this car wash. I mean, deleted, my G. Nasty work. And it went viral. Everybody's talking about it. It's become national news. National news. All right? Now, understand this. I always tell y'all, YouTube, the music industry, Hollywood, radio, news, all of these different outlets are portals. They are portals. And when we engage in these portals, homie, we are exchanging and we are exhorting, and we are giving out a lot of energy. So yesterday, man, when I got a chance to get up and get in tune with what was going on, and I saw the video of what happened to little Ronnie and that little 5-year-old girl, it really took a lot of energy out of me. It took a lot of energy out of me personally. And I did not go live yesterday because the downloads was downloading, but not only was the downloads downloading, it just really drained me. It really drained me, my G, to see and to hear and to be exposed to that 5-year-old little girl losing her life a day after her birthday. You understand what I'm saying? And here we are, a day later, because I can see through the smoke and mirrors. I don't have time to sit and lay down and feel depressed or feel discouraged due to the war that's going on outside that no man is safe from. I gotta be able to come right back and bring you this game, homie. Now, before I get into my perspective, the real pure dope, straight off the brick into the bottles, I got some receipts. 2 suspects have been identified already. 2 suspects, the 2 guys that did the crime, that did the assassination, they have been identified already. We're gonna talk about that. You understand what I'm saying? And we're also gonna talk about this video that is all over YouTube. This particular video that is all over YouTube. We're going to talk about this because, again, the portals that we play in, the portals that we are engaged in are weaponized against us. It's weaponized against us, homie. You got to know something. I could barely speak my mind on YouTube. I can barely say certain words on this app, but I can tap into this app and I can see a young man and his daughter assassinated. Clear as day. You know, I gotta articulate myself a certain way on YouTube. I gotta be able to speak to the people, you know, and articulate myself on the highest level so that I can still get these videos and these live streams off and I can get the message across. But then I could come onto YouTube and I can see a vivid, clear HD video of a young man running for his life. We're gonna talk more about that. We're going to go deeper into what actually happened. And I got a message for you youngsters out here. Y'all got the game confused. Y'all got the game fucked up. I'm talking on both sides of the spectrum. Lil Ronnie, he lost his life, but I got some words for anybody that's thinking like a little fucking Ronnie. I got some words, homie. I got some game to give you. So, is what it is. It's going to be what it's going to be. Over 300 people in the live chat. Hit the like button when you come into the building. This is going to be a powerful message. Big salute to the chat, man. Run them likes up.
And now we've identified the 2 cowards who took the lives of these innocent people. We have public enemy number 1, Adonis Robinson, who is also a registered sex offender. Public enemy number 2, Jacoby Russell, who's on the run. They're scared, they're cowards, they're hiding. We ask the public, please, you know where they're at? Let us know. This investigation started on Monday. The Texas Rangers have been our primary investigators. Our Forest Hill CID unit has been assisting. But I wouldn't be here standing today if it wasn't for the Fort Worth Police Department incident. And now we've identified the 2 cowards who took the lives of these innocent people. We have public enemy number 1, Adonis Robinson, who is also a registered sex offender. Public enemy number 2, Jacoby Russell, who's on the run. They're scared, they're cowards, they're hiding. We ask the public, please, you know where they're at? Let us know. This investigation started on Monday. The Texas Rangers have been our primary investigators. And now we've identified the 2 cowards who took the lives of these innocent people. We have public enemy number 1, Adonis Robinson, who is also a registered sex offender. Public enemy number 2, Jacoby Russell, who's on the run. They're scared, they're cowards, they're hiding. We ask the public, please, you know where they're at? Let us know.
Now, I want to say this before I go any further. I want to say this. I told y'all a few live streams ago about these gang members, about these shooters, right? These gangsters, these dudes, these sliders, right? I told y'all that the majority of these dudes are down low men, or if not down low homosexual men, they are predators. And Jacoby Johnson is a registered sex offender with a gun. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, first and foremost, I wanted to throw that out there. You know, Texas, man, y'all, it's time to stand up on this. It's time to do some due diligence on this. Y'all got a whole sex offender running around. You understand what I'm saying? And, you know, I just wanted to throw that out there. It's nasty work. Nasty work, homie. So they already have the two suspects are already on the radar of the federal government. They are already on the run. They are already, public enemy number one out there in Texas. Not because of what they did to Lil Ronnie, but more what they did to that 5-year-old little girl. That right there is sparking a public outrage. You're not going to be able to get around that. All right. Now, I wanted to just throw that out there. These two suspects are connected to CJ Casino. Did my due diligence, looked into the situation. CJ Casino has been arrested in Arlington, Texas today, maybe a couple of hours ago. So, it is what it is and it'll be what it's going to be. When you playing in a certain realm of energy and evil and destruction, you're going to pay. You're going to have to lay it down for that. There's no turning back, and I'm going to go in depth when it come to that. You youngsters, I got a message for y'all, man. But for right now, yeah, CJ Casino, the casino gang, these dudes are moving, smoking, doing business, doing rap songs with known predators. This dude has predator charges. So you gotta be wary of anybody claiming gangster in today's time. All these dudes, and again, that's why I get the backlash that I get, because I'm calling y'all out for what y'all are. I'm calling y'all out for who y'all are. These dudes, bro, they are so aggressive. They are so overly aggressive, right? Because they are fighting their inner sexuality. Now you can understand why they always on lean, why they always high, why they always smoking, why they always drinking. Every time you see them, they popping Percocets, they popping Advil, they popping all kind of pills every day because they are fighting with their inner sexuality. And behind closed doors, they are predators. They have charges. The guy that doing the main shooting, the dude that's running up with the AK-47 got predator charges on his belt. Now, we're gonna talk about this. I'm gonna leave the higher ups and the elites for the end of this. I'm gonna finish off with the portal that we are dealing in, and I'm gonna talk more to the youngsters. I got to talk to the youngsters because when I was coming up, we didn't have all of these distractions. We were young and we understood how to engage in war. And my choice and my message to the youth is that you have a choice, homie. See, when you young and you growing up in poverty and pain, right? A lot of us early on, we believe we ain't gonna live that long. We start to understand it. We start to really feel like there's no way out of this poverty and pain. There's no way to make it to the other side. That's why I always show y'all the big house. I show y'all the pool. I try to show y'all and motivate y'all and let you understand that there's another side to this. There's another side of this. If you can be patient and you can have some discernment and you can have some discipline as a young man, you can make it to the other side, homie. But a lot of these youngsters, they feel like they got to do everything now. They feel like they're not going to live that long. And they start to make something called choices. Youngster, I'm trying to tell you something. You have choices to make as a young man. And this goes for any color, any race, any creed. As a young man, you have choices you're going to be faced with. And you really got to be able to see through the smoke and mirror so you can start making the right choices early. Because when you young and you a rogue and you just all over the place, you start making certain decisions. And I'm here to tell you, young man, some decisions you can't turn back from. Some choices you make, once they are made, it is what it is and it'll be what it's going to be. And I try to tell y'all that. I try to give y'all this game that y'all running from. So let me give you an example. Get Money Ronnie. Get Money Ronnie. You know, another young man that has a lot of potential. He has potential to be great, but he made some choices and he made some decisions as a young man that he couldn't get away from. He did some things in his realm. He put some energies out that got to come back to you. So that's why I can't, you know, and respectfully, you know what I'm saying? R.I.P. to Lil Ronnie. But I saw some of his videos. I listened to some of his music that my investors sent to my DM. Salute to all my investors that's locked into the channel. They saying, yo, G&B TV, listen to what this young man was saying. Yo, G&B TV, listen to what this young man is talking about. And in his music, he was talking about death and destruction. In his music, he was talking about killing. He was talking about sliding. He was talking about gambling. He was talking about drug dealing. So when you ask me, Get Money Lil Ronnie had already made a choice to be on that other side. He had already made a choice to play in the darkness. I told you, the light is gonna shine in the darkness. Let your light shine in the darkness, homie. But if you get in the darkness and you play in the darkness, then you are of the darkness. Choices. The choices that young man made led him to his demise and also led his 5-year-old daughter to her untimely demise, my G. Untimely demise. Yeah, when you, and I'm gonna talk about these portals. I'm gonna get back to these portals because it's very important that I explain to you again, over and over and over again, what we are dealing with these portals. But right now, I want to stay on choices. Choices. So you choose to play in the darkness. Well, let me give you young boys some game. If you live long enough, in due time, you're going to want to let your light shine. You're going to want to be a good man. You're going to want to be an adult. You're going to want to be a responsible adult. It's inevitable. It's inevitable that the things you do when you're young, you will outgrow, right? But I'm here to tell you, once you play in the darkness, you can never come into the light. You have a choice to let your light shine in the darkness or become the darkness. And what I'm trying to tell you, young dudes, is once you play in the darkness, you can never come into the light. So, Lil CJ Casino, Get Money Ronnie, these dudes, listen, homie, you don't got time to play in the street and then be a good father. You don't get to, you don't get to play the middle. You got a choice to make. You either gonna let your light shine, be a good man, be a father, be a productive citizen of the United, be a productive citizen, homie, or you gonna play in the darkness. You're gonna work for the higher ups and the elites. You're gonna cause more confusion and destruction in your community due to the music and the content that you putting out. And I'm telling you, once you play in the streets, once you commit a crime, not even commit a crime, you can come back from that. But once you catch a body, once you start playing in these realms, you don't get to be a good father. And somebody should have told Lil Ronnie that. Oh nah, homie, you don't get to spend time with your daughter at the gas station after you done did what you done did in these streets, after the choices you done made, homie. And see, you got to know something. Lil Ronnie is already deceased. So I got to give the people that are still here the message. Once you are a gangster, once you are a slider, once you are a killer, you don't get to spend time with your children. You don't get to spend time with your family. Once you play in the darkness, you will now put everybody in your life at risk due to the choices that you made. And somebody should have told Lil Ronnie that. You don't get to take your 5-year-old daughter to the car wash. Let me tell y'all something. Let me give y'all some game. I've been taking my daughters to the car wash their whole life. The same way Lil Ronnie had his daughter at the car wash, I done took all my children. All my children. But because I had some discipline, I had some discernment, I actually was raised right. I knew better than to ever kill somebody. I knew better than to ever maim somebody. I knew better than to ever play on that side of the fence. Because if I had ever shot somebody, killed somebody, maimed somebody, rapped about the dead, disrespected the dead, if I ever played in the darkness, I would have never been taking my kids to the park, taking my kids to the barber shop, taking my kids to the car wash. Because once you play in the darkness, once you choose to play in the darkness, you don't get to take your son to the barber shop without risk of somebody blowing your head off. You don't get to go to the park and play with your children without the risk of everybody around you losing their life, homie. I'm passionate about this because, again, obviously you youngsters don't know what y'all doing out there. When you become a shooter, when you become a street nigga, when you become a gangster, when you become a killer, you got to leave the women and the children in the house. You got to leave your mama in the house. You don't get to do that shit. So what Lil Ronnie was trying to do, he was trying to be a good father for one day and then go gamble and rap in the studio and come on, I mean, you don't get to do both. You got a choice to make. You got a choice to make. And I'm trying to give you youngsters the game because you don't get to turn 30 and then make the choice. These choices come when you are 15, 16, and 17-year-old. When you are approaching manhood, you are going to be tested. You are going to be tempted. You think the energies, you think the devil only come after the adults? No. When you turn 15, you turn 16, you turn 17, you are a young adult. And you're going to have some choices to make. You're going to have some choices to make early on that are going to affect you later on in life. I'm telling you this right here, and I'm telling you this right now. Run them lights up. I'm not here to break down what kind of beef he had with CJ Casino. I'm not here to talk about all of that. Let's go into this, right? It was a movie called Menace to Society. Listen, the downloads always download at the highest level, and I can't even control it. It give me goosebumps. I watched that movie a couple of nights ago, and I didn't even know that movie would be a part of the downloads for this situation with Lil G Money Ronnie and all that. But I watched that movie as a grown man, right? And I watched it as a youngster. And when I was young, when we were young, the movie Menace to Society, it was certain parts in that movie that captivated us and resonated with us. And we loved the violence in the movie. We loved the violence. Break yourself, fool. Break yourself. Y'all remember Little Harold at the light and all that? Y'all remember Kane and Old Dog, right? But as a grown man, I watched it a few nights ago. And it's so crazy. The one part that stuck out to me and it gave me goosebumps when I saw it would be a part of this download for Get Money Lil Ronnie. I want y'all to remember this part. I want y'all to all think about the movie Menace to Society. There was a part where Kane and Sharif had got police brutality. They got beat up by the police and they were dropped off in a Mexican neighborhood, and the Mexicans took Kane and Sharif to the hospital. It was towards the end of the movie. I want y'all to remember that this was when Kane had just got out of high school. He was merely 18 years old. Kane was only 18 years old when everything took place in this movie. He gets to the hospital, and Jada Pickett comes to the hospital. She sits on the bed with Kane. She talks with Kane, and then she presents Kane with a choice. She presented Kane with a choice. And she said, Kane, I got a job in Atlanta. I want you to come with me. And I want y'all all to double back and watch this scene again. I want y'all to watch this scene. It gave me goosebumps. It really almost made me emotional looking at it as a grown man, because that was the universe giving Kane a choice. She said, I want you to move to Atlanta with me. He didn't really know. He didn't really understand. At this time, Atlanta wasn't Atlanta. Atlanta was still a country bumpkin town. But she gave him a choice out. And my point of saying all that is, even Kane at 18 years old was presented. He was tested. But guess what? Kane had done too much. He had done too much in the streets to make it out. He had put too much energy out in the streets to be able to leave. He made the decision. He made the right choice, but he had already done too much. Already. I'm giving y'all some game on this. As a young man, you are going to be tested. Lil G Money was tested. He had been given choices and he made some wrong decisions, and he did too much in those streets to ever look back, to ever be a good father, to ever be a family man, to ever be a businessman, to ever be a tax-paying citizen. You don't get to play gangster, play killer, play shooter, and then live a prosperous life. You don't get to play in the darkness and then ever come back into the light. And that's my message to you youngsters, man. Before I get into the higher ups and the elites, before I talk about a deeper realm, before I go deeper than this, my message to you youngsters is the choices you make today will affect you and your family tomorrow. The choices you make today will affect you and your family tomorrow. And I know you getting high. I know you clubbing. I know it's moving real fast. But a lot of you dudes don't understand. You're gonna turn 30 one day. A lot of you dudes are not gonna die. You're gonna turn 35 and you're not gonna have anything, because the choices you made at 20, the choices you made at 18 are affecting your life today. Oh, we all go through it, youngster. We all go through it. Let me tell you something my old heads told me. My old heads told me as a youngster, we all make mistakes. Just make sure the mistakes you make aren't so big that you can't fix them. Make sure that the mistakes you make are not so huge and so massive that you cannot turn around and correct them. And there are mistakes that you can make that are unfixable. They are unfixable. A sorry is not going to do the job. I apologize is not going to work. Again, this situation with this young man really drained me, man. It took a lot out of me. I didn't even know if I was going to speak on it. But the download. I'm not in control of what the downloads do. I'm not in control of what the ancestors tell me. The choices you make as a young man will affect you and your family as an old man. And y'all got to stop believing that you can commit crime, that you can commit murder, that you could do all these things in the street and then turn around and be a family man. No, you don't get to play both sides of the field, homie. This ain't what it is. It's called choices. Do our thought will. We have free will in this realm. That's a privilege of being in this body right here. That's a privilege. That's a positive of being in this matrix. Is that one thing for sure and two things for certain. We have free will to do what we choose to do. But once you in it, you in it. Once you do it, it's done. And that's why I tell you youngsters, I want y'all to take this with you, homie. I want you to apply this to your everyday life. These are words to live by. Sorry ain't gonna cut it. I hate hearing a grown man say, I'm sorry. Don't be sorry. Be careful. Don't be sorry. Be cautious. Don't be sorry, homie. Sorry. So you thought those songs you did, little Ronnie, you thought talking about the dead, disrespecting that energy, you thought a sorry was gonna fix that? Whatever you did in the street, whatever you did that we don't know that you did, but you know that you did, you thought a sorry was gonna fix that? What you thought the shooters was gonna say, oh, he's a good father today, we not gonna slide on him? And last but not least, man, you gotta understand something. As men, this is what grown man business is. Get the likes up to 100. It's over 350 people in here. Tap your screen twice, man. Tap your screen twice. I don't want to go back and forth about it. Tap your screen twice. I need 100 likes in here. You got a choice to make, youngster. You got a choice to make. You want to be a father? You want to be a good man? You want to be a family man? You want to live to see an older age? You got to make your decisions now to do that. But I need you to understand, you don't get to be a shooter and then be a family man. You don't get to be a hooligan and then be a family man. You don't get to play in the darkness and come to the light. You got to shine your light in the darkness. That's the only way. Nah, it is true. I'm going to give it to you like this. I'm going to give it to you like this so you can use that and you can understand, and then you could think twice before taking your little daughter to the car wash after you done did all that dirt in the streets. So you could think twice about riding around with your mama and your niece and your nephew and your little sister after you done did all that dirt in the streets, putting everybody's life at risk. You don't get to play the fucking... ain't no gray area in this. And that's the problem. Somebody out there told these young niggas, oh, you young, man. Do your thing. Do your thing and then change your life. Accept Islam after you catch a body. After you do so much damage in the community, after you put that energy out there, now you can accept Islam and become a Muslim. Nah, homie. In high school, you was the man, homie. What about that dead man you was rapping about, Lil Ronnie? What about those energies you was playing with? You think those energies care that you got a kufi on today? You think those energies care that you got your little 5-year-old daughter in the car with you today? I was taught as a young man, once you go into that darkness, ain't no coming out. So you got to understand something, right? In Norfolk, Virginia, man, I'm known for the hustle. I'm known for having weapons. The only charges I got on my belt is a gun charge. Trafficking. You understand me? And there were a lot of times where I felt like I had the right or the opportunity to shoot somebody. A motherfucker did this or they did that. But my discernment always told me, the downloads, my spiritual side always told me, if my life is not immediately in threatened or in danger, I don't have the right to take your life. I don't have the right to maim you. I don't have the right to shoot you. And that's the energy I never wanted to pay for. Shooting somebody, killing somebody. And now I got to worry about his nephew or his uncle or his brother or his cousin trying to get that type of get back. Having to worry about those energies boomeranging, because whatever energy you put out will come back to you. You know how many times, man, when you young, you want to use that gun, you want to do something. You looking for any opportunity to do something to somebody. Oh man, he disrespected me. He stepped on my shoes. He said something to my girl. He stole some money. And you want to use that gun. That's a temptation. That's a test. It's no other way. It gotta be anything other than your life in immediate danger. You don't get a pass, homie. Choices. I'm gonna leave y'all with that. As far as these youngsters, my message to y'all, I had to deliver that message. You have a choice. And understand this. Understand this. It's nothing better than being a family man. It's nothing better than having a family, being the head of your household. I know that you think you wanna hang with your homies right now. You wanna be a part of a gang right now. You wanna be everywhere except for in the house. But if you live long enough, the only thing you're gonna wanna do is be inside your house. The only thing you're gonna wanna do is be in your fucking house. See how the tables turn? When you young, you've been brainwashed to think, I want to be outside. Oh, we outside tonight. We outside tonight until you start realizing it's a war going on outside. No man is safe from. You can run, but you can't hide forever. And the only sanctuary that you're going to have, the only bit of peace you're going to have in this world right here, in this matrix right here, is wherever you call home. Where do you call home at? Where is your house at? Where do you lay your head at? Papa was a rolling stone. Wherever he laid his hat was his home. Well, where are you laying your hat at? See how they lied to you? See how they misled you? When I was young, I felt the same way. I just wanted to be outside with my niggas. I just wanted to go outside. I didn't care. You get the call, you going outside. It felt that's where you wanted to be at. The last place you wanted to be is in the house. 40 years old, I'm saying, hey, I choose to go outside when I choose to go outside. Anything other than that, you see where I'm at. I'm at the big house. I'm at the big house. R.I.P. to Get Money Lil Ronnie. R.I.P. to that 5-year-old little girl that lost her life because her daddy didn't know the engagements and the rules of war. Her daddy didn't know that once you play in the darkness, your ass can't come back to the light. R.I.P. to that little girl, that beautiful little angel. She went somewhere her daddy didn't go. Did you know that? She went somewhere her daddy didn't go. As an OG, I'm supposed to be telling you what it looked like on the other side of the fence, homie. I'm supposed to be telling you what it looked like when you make it over the hump. When you get out of all those teenager and them young 20s and when you get out of all of that. I'm here to tell you what it looked like on the other side. It's pools in your backyard. Your children getting older. Your wife doing what you tell her to do. This is what it looked like on the other side, my G. All you got to do is make the right choices. All you got to do is have some discernment, some patience. Have some patience, homie. Stop rushing. Stop rushing to an early grave. Have some patience. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I had to get that off. I really felt that. That was weighing heavy on my spirit. The downloads was weighing heavy. They was weighing heavy on me. Nasty work, man. You got a choice to make, youngster. You got a choice. I'm gonna tell you, I made some choices when I was your age, when I was younger, that are still affecting me right now. Laying down with demons, having babies with demons. with beautiful, beautiful fucking demons. And now you got 18 years of child support. You got 18 years of a whole situation that's draining you. Beautiful demons out there. I'm gonna do a whole video on that. I'm gonna do a whole live stream for my young niggas. Roses in the rose garden. Every rose ain't supposed to be plucked. Every rose ain't there for you to pluck it. Every beautiful face is not a beautiful woman. A lot of them, majority of them, are beautiful fucking demons. Dressed up and... Salute to that 5-piece nugget. Salute to that 5-piece nugget. I appreciate that. Your greatness in life is not your imperfections. Your greatest challenge in life is not your imperfections. Your greatest challenge is your ability to truly be honest with yourself. Facts. Facts. But when you're young, it's hard to see. It's hard to be truthful. It's hard to have patience. It's hard to have discernment. It's hard to tap into these things. And that's why you're supposed to have old heads. That's where the elders come in at. Where an elder is going to tell you, listen, youngster, I know how you feeling right now. Slow down. Slow down, baby. Trust me. An elder is supposed to tell you that the majority of these women are not women. They are demons in disguise. They are demons dressed up as women. A demon that's going to dress up to what you like and trap you in for the rest of your fucking life. An old head's supposed to tell these youngsters, hey, homie, you already done played in the darkness. Don't take your daughter to no goddamn car wash. Don't take your son to the barber shop. Don't take your son, your niece, and your nephew to the park when you done already played in darkness. And I saw some of Lil Ronnie's videos. I listened to some of his music. That young man was playing in darkness. Now, with that being said, let's go deeper. Let's go deeper. Let's talk about the realm that we are in. Let's talk about the portals that we play in. Because again, these youngsters believe that y'all can get on YouTube, y'all can go in the studio and create music, y'all can create content, and y'all could do and say whatever you want. And because this is a rap song, it ain't real. Because this is content on YouTube, it ain't real. The higher ups and the elites have brainwashed y'all to think that the things you do on record and the things that you do on YouTube and the things that you do on Instagram is not real. Think about how crazy you got to think, and think about how crazy you got to be to actually believe that content in music is not real. These youngsters really believe that the things they do on YouTube don't affect them in real life because it's not real. And I mean, I'm seeing this on so many different levels. So many different levels. The situation with Black Sam and the young man, whatever the young man named Compton Rick Rock, whatever the young man name is, he believed that there's nothing wrong with what he doing because it's content. That's the trick, homie. That's where the higher ups and the elites smoked your boots at. That's where they got you. That was the triple cross. You was looking for the double cross. That was the triple cross. Now, let me give you some game on this. And let me give you an example, right? Before we get into the pure dope. If you come on YouTube and you say you are a homosexual and you tell stories about homosexual activity, you don't get to, in real life, say that that was just content. If you come on to YouTube and you say you are a homosexual, you are down with the Rainbow Coalition, and you also tell stories about your escapades, then you are now that in real life. That is what you are. You understand? You don't get to say whatever you want on YouTube and then act like in real. No, this is real life. Salute to that 5-piece nugget. Terrence L, you already know I appreciate that. God bless you for the word you preach. I appreciate that, man. You know, again, these are downloads that are being downloaded. You know, I can't, I can't take full responsibility. All I could do is give praise to the Most High. All I could do is give praise to the ancestors for choosing me, for touching me, for giving me the light to shine in the darkness. YouTube is the darkness. Breakfast Club, Charlemagne the God, DJ Envy, the darkness. These movies are the darkness. TV, Tell Live Vision is darkness. The music industry is darkness. You ever notice or wonder why everybody want to be a star? Everybody think that they are the one. Everybody think they a star. Either you want to be a musician, you want to be an actor, you want to be on TV, you want to be a content creator. Everybody want to be involved in the darkness. Not understanding, once you get involved with the darkness, you have to shine your light to expose who you are. Everything you say on record, that words are spells. That is energy that you are putting out into the universe. Yo, I slid on them. Go to the trap, get big on them. Doing some wig on them. Because, nigga, you rapping about it. Fuck his dead homies and all that. That's an energy you put out into the universe. That is real. That is tangible. That is tangible energy. Tangible. When you get on this YouTube and you get to talking your talk, you get to stabbing people in the back, you get to crossing out your homies, you get this misleading. That is energy that you have to pay for. Yeah. When you get on TV, when you get on in these movies, when you indulge in Hollywood, these are real entities. These are real portals that expose where your soul is at. Yeah, blue-blooded, including you. Including who? Including me? Yeah. I'm one of the ones that chose to get on this portal and expose it. You might be new to the channel. I'm one of the ones that got on this portal and exposed this portal. I'm one of the ones that got into the darkness and shined my light. You understand me? We are living and we are dwelling in a realm of darkness. It is no way around it. This is the devil's playground that we living in. Do you understand that? Do you understand that we are living, we are thriving, we are growing in the devil's playground? This is where the fallen angels fell to. You didn't put two and two together? You couldn't connect the dots? I appreciate that 10-piece nugget. Miss Galore, you already know. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Exactly. Yes. Talk to him. Talk to him. So what you need to understand is we are all living in the darkness. We are all partaking in the darkness. Either you are a content creator or you are a content consumer. Either way, you are indulging in the darkness of content. You are indulging. You are involved in the portal of YouTube. See? See how I give you that dope, that pure dope, straight off the brick into the bottles? So when you say including me, that's including you too. We are all involved in it. But you either going to choose to get into this thing and shine light, or you're going to indulge in the darkness. Your choice. I just got done telling the youngsters, you have a choice. You have a choice, man. It's your choice. So the whole ideology that these portals are not real, that that content is not real, that you can do what you want to do and say what you want to say because it's only content, that ideology is dead. I've been telling y'all this for a long time. This is not something I just thought of today. These are not downloads just from, I've been telling y'all, YouTube is a portal. Radio is a portal. Hollywood is a portal. And what it is set here to do is for the higher ups and the elites to kind of measure your integrity, measure your soul, measure your morals. And they can look at you and they can look at how you act on these portals. They can look at the content you put out. They can look at the things you say on these portals and they can say, oh, this young man don't got a lot of integrity, homie. Oh, this dude only want to be rich. He want to be a celebrity. He want to be famous. Or he want to be a comedian. Oh, yeah, we already see. Look at his content. Look what he talking about. Look what he talking about. Listen. Give him some money. Put some fame and some fortune. Let's get up to 100,000 subscribers. Let's line him up. Let's get him right. Let's put him in position so he can expose who he really is. You don't understand that? You don't understand that when you come to YouTube and you get to dropping those records like Lil Ronnie, talking about sliding, talking about killing, talking about X, Y, and Z, you have now put yourself in a position to be sacrificed. You have exposed your hand. You don't understand. Let me listen. I kept some receipts. I want to show y'all something. A lot of people are asking me how I feel about what I saw in that video. A lot of people are asking my perspective on what went down in that video. And I'm going to break that down as well. I'm going to give y'all a real synopsis, some real context on what happened in that video. Right? But before I do that, again, I want to expose to y'all how much of a portal this is, how evil every aspect of content is. All right? Big salute to the chat. Now, what you got to understand is this, right? On this portal, if I'm talking about politics, my live stream starts to give out. My internet starts to go out. The last live stream I did got 11,000 views in 30 minutes, and they cut the live stream off. When I was exposing Zelensky, when I was exposing what's going on with the Ukraine. But because this live stream right now, they believe with the thumbnail and with the context and the title, right? They think that I'm going to talk about the same thing everybody else. They think that I'm going to give y'all and mislead y'all with this incident that took place, not understanding I'm going to give up the game regardless. I had to bait the algorithm. And that's exactly what I did with this. I baited the algorithm. But I want to show y'all exactly what I mean. Because again, how is it that this video is on YouTube of a young man losing his life, being assassinated? This is up. But I can't talk about the real. I can't tell y'all the truth without those videos being taken down. So let's break this video down. Big salute to the chat. Run up them likes. I want y'all to look at this. I want y'all to see what they showing us on YouTube. I want y'all to see what they showing the children, what they showing the youngsters. I want you to understand that this is a portal we are playing in. That's what make it dangerous. But that's what make me dangerous. Big salute to the chat, man. Run them likes up. Nasty, oof, nasty work. Did them filthy. Now, now for all y'all that don't know what you're looking at, you are looking at the assassination of Lil Ronnie and his daughter. Now, I want to break this down because a lot of people are asking me what I believe took place out there. And I want to say this before we get into it, right? This video should not be visible on YouTube. This video with the guidelines on YouTube, the community guidelines that I abide by, this video should not be available. But the higher ups and the elites don't mind us watching a black man kill. They don't mind us watching us delete each other. They don't mind us calling each other niggas. They don't mind the destruction of our community and the destruction of our mental capacity. They don't mind that. But if I'm building you up with this pure dope, if I'm giving you some pure dope, and I'm building your mental structure, I'm building up your mental Rolodex. I'm building you. That's a problem. That's a problem. So let's look at this video, right? Look at this. Now, right here, you got two men. You got the shooters coming around the corner. Let's look. Look, they shooting. Now, I want to break this down. The shooters came around the corner. And again, let's really talk about this. When you bring your children to the car wash, right? Your kid automatically is going to get in the front seat. Automatically. Your daughter, your son, they're going to get in the front seat. We got the car parked, we got the music on, and we vacuum in the car. We detailing the car. That little girl was in the front seat, hanging out with her daddy. Two armed gunmen came around the corner with AR pistols. Now, this is where it gets spooky at. You know, homie was vacuuming the car when it all went down. He was face down. He was vacuuming out the car. When those AR pistols get to going off, those bullets cut through a car door like a hot knife through butter. Those bullets cut through that door like a hot knife through butter. So I'm prepared to say the first couple of bullets that entered that car hit that little girl. The first couple of bullets that entered that car hit that little girl. By the time little Ronnie actually looked up, she was already hit. She was already touched. Because again, he was leaned over into the car, vacuuming out the car. So when they came around the corner and they started gunning at the car, they sent those bullets directly through the window and through the door. Them shits is coming through the window. They coming through the door. When Lil Ronnie looked up, he saw his daughter hit already. So he immediately got up and started. You got to understand something. Lil Ronnie was hit before he even made his way into the camera. When Lil Ronnie got to running across that street, that's because he had took a couple of those bullets too. And a lot of people in my DM is saying he wasn't hit yet. I'm telling you, when that hot shit got up in Lil Ronnie, he instantly ran across that parking lot. And when you catch those bullets like that, your adrenaline starts running. Your adrenaline starts pumping. You understand? That's how Lil Ronnie made it across that parking lot. We're going to get deeper into this. But this video, look. Look. Yeah, laid him down. There you go. Right here. They gunning in the car. Look. You got to understand something, right? A lot of people was asking me in the DM, they were saying, why do you think he did not jump the fence? Lil Ronnie did not jump the fence because he had already taken 2 or 3 of those AR pistol bullets. He already had been hit. He got hit before he even ran from the car. He was already touched. He was already touched. So by the time he got to that fence, right, he's panicked. He's in a state of panic now, because a smart thing to do would have been to run to the right, the opposite way of the trash can. The smart thing to do would have been to run the other way. The smart thing to do would have been to jump that gate. But he could not jump that gate because his body was already hit and he was panicked. So what he do? He ran in the direction of the shooters. That was his downfall right there. That baby girl got hit with the first couple of bullets that came in the car. She actually got hit right in front of him. Right in front of him. So when he ran away from his daughter, that was because she was already hit. It wasn't because he was trying to save his daughter. Because let me tell you something. Any man, right? Imagine this. You vacuum in the car out, shots go off. Your daughter is going to scream, "Ah! Daddy!" So the first thing he would have did was try to grab his daughter, homie. He would have tried to grab his daughter and take her with him if she wasn't hit. The thing is, she was already hit. His daughter didn't even scream. She didn't make a sound. The first couple of bullets touched his daughter. The rest of the bullets touched him up. Everybody got touched up. When he ran across that parking lot, now he ran to the fence first. He tried to jump the fence. But when you get from that car to that fence with those bullet wounds, let me tell you something. When he got across the street to that parking lot, right? The shooters ran away. Let me show you. Big salute to the chat. Watch this. Look at this. Watch this. Look. The shooters is shooting in the car already. They shooting the car already. He is shooting an AR pistol into the car already. Right? Let me show you. Look. They both shooting in the car already. She's already touched. Watch this. This right here. That is a man that has been shot and is in panic. That is a man that has his daughter's already shot. He got shot and he is panicked now. But I'm gonna show you. This is easy math. Watch this. Watch this. Now look now. Watch this. The shooters are leaving. Watch. The shooters have left. So the shooters have already touched them up to the point where they're going to leave. They're about to leave. They're making a retreat. They're on their way back to the car. Now, when he comes in sight, when he comes around that building and they see him still running, then they say, okay, we gotta finish the job. We gotta finish the job. Now watch. Here he come. Look. There you go. They come back and they lay him down. He goes behind the building, he lays him down some more. Now, I say all that to say this, man. Yeah, he was full of adrenaline. But the thing about the adrenaline, it don't stop the blood spill. It don't stop the wound. It don't stop the blood spilling. So by the time he got to by the time he got to that gate, he couldn't even jump the gate. You know, them AR pistols and all that, them AR-16s and all that, those 223 rounds and all that, tear your ass up, bro. I know it sound good on record. I know y'all like to jump around with the guns and all that, but those AR-15 bullets, those 223s would tear your ass up, brother. By the time he got to that gate, he couldn't jump it. By the time he got to that gate, he couldn't jump the gate. So now he just in panic mode. He just running, he just trying to make sure they gone. And it looked like they was gone. But when he ran to that trash can, that was it right there. Now, again, I'm saying all that to say this. YouTube is a portal. The music industry is a portal. Instagram, all these apps, any situation where you can expose who you are, where you can gain fame and fortune, where you can be seen, are portals here on this earth. You think it's just an app. It's not a, bro, I learned a long time ago doing YouTube, and I had to learn very early, this is a portal, and I'm going to have to now make a choice to either go left or go right. Yo, I did some videos about Young Dolph, right? And a couple of those videos did like 250,000 views in 24 hours. In like 18 hours to 24 hours, I had a couple of videos that had gained about 250,000 views. These are for the people that know my channel, that have been involved with me for a long time, know that I went viral with the whole Dollar Tree Cotton Boys. I went viral with Young Dolph. You know, I was doing the Dollar Tree Cotton Boys, Jay Prince, the whole takeoff situation. Somebody reposted that shit on TikTok. It got 1 million views in less than a day. And I learned from those two situations, this ain't nothing to play with. Everybody want to go viral until it's time to go viral. Going viral is a pretty scary thing. This shit is not like, it's not what you think it is when everybody is looking at the same video. Everybody, you know, millions of people are talking and looking at the same video. It's pretty scary if you the person that they looking at. If you the person that they watching. And I learned through these situations that this shit is real. And if mishandled, if taken advantage of, you sell your soul. You walk through the door. You sell your soul and you walk through the door if you get on this app and you play with it. Hassan Campbell sold his soul. He walked through the door on this app. That's what, you know, all the money that was being made. Hassan Campbell was doing 100,000, 20,000, 40,000 a month off of YouTube. They give you the money. They get, hey, I'm gonna give you the world. What's the but in the word it says, what's the point of gaining the world when you sell your soul? You understand? Hassan Campbell, what's the point of selling? What's the point of gaining the world if you got to sell your soul? It's not worth it. It's not worth it, homie. And my point is, that's what this young man did. I can't play his music on YouTube because they'll strike my channel if I play Lil Homie music and show y'all. But I can play his death. I can play his assassination. I can show y'all that. I can't play Takeoff music, but I can show you the video with Takeoff with his head blown off. I can show you that. I can't play Nipsey Hussle's music, but hey yo, I could show you a video with Nipsey Hussle's head blown off. You understand? Yo, hey yo, listen, man, the download, and you know, I really had to sit back and understand what we dealing with. And understand the game that that's being played right in front of our face. And understand that they have manipulated you. They have lied to you. These are real life portals. Let me show you something. I can't play Nipsey Hussle's music. I can't give you Nipsey Hussle and point out the thing without YouTube striking down my channel. Without YouTube playing with me. But I can show you this.
There's a bullet that hit me right there. All right, well, what's up, man? 7, 8, 9. My friend, am I doing this? Look.
I could show you Nip Hustle laid out though. Nip Hustle. So you need to understand what you dealing with when you dealing with this portal. To all my youngsters, bro, they lied to y'all. They lied to you. Luckily for me, I didn't have to deal with this side of the game when I was your age. I didn't have to deal with this part of the portal. It was way harder to get into the music industry. It was way harder to get into these these secret societies. They've made it very easy for you youngsters to sell your soul without even knowing you sold it. To play in the darkness without even understanding you can never come back to the light once you played in that darkness. This application is a portal. And if you don't play, if you are not cautious, if you are not disciplined, if you don't understand that this is chess and not checkers, you walk through the door. It's absolutely nasty work what we dealing with. But the beautiful thing about it, and I'm going to leave y'all with this, the absolutely beautiful part about this is we all have a choice. We have a choice, homie. Keep your eyes open, keep your head on a swivel, and always be prepared for when the energy offers you a choice, a fork in the road. The energy is always going to offer you a fork in the road. It's going to offer you a choice. Kane, I want you to come to Atlanta with me. I got a job in Atlanta. You have a choice. You have a choice. Nip Hustle, come to the store. You got a choice. Nah, homie, I'm going to tap in later. I'm laying down right. You have a choice. Lil Ronnie, listen, baby girl, I'm going to take you to school and you'll be able to get with me later on today. So when the shooters come to the car wash, you somewhere in school eating your school lunch, doing your ABCs and your 1, 2, 3s. No, that assassination, it was not for you. But because you made a choice to have your little daughter in your car instead of in school, because you got to understand why that little girl wasn't in school is beyond me. But you had a choice, homie. The music industry, Hollywood, applications like YouTube and TikTok and the Breakfast Club on the radio are all portals of darkness. They are all portals of darkness that we have all been trained and manipulated to use and engage in. If you are not creating content, you are consuming content. Why you think when you go on Instagram and you hit the search button, a bunch of ass and titties pop up? You ever notice that? You ever know when you go to Instagram and you want to hit the search button, the search engine is full of ass and titties? You ever asked yourself, why is Pornhub free? Why is it that we would have to pay for YouTube Premium? We would have to pay for everything, but you can go and watch porn for free? You ever noticed that? You ever never thought of that? Everything we indulge in is evil. It's devilish. It's satanic. It's darkness. The beautiful thing about it is you have a choice. And what did I choose to do? I chose to shine my light in the darkness. That's it. I chose to shine my light in the darkness. I mean, a loaf of bread costs goddamn $4, $5. You know, a carton of eggs might cost your ass $8, but you could type in Pornhub or whatever, right? And you can go and watch all type of ass and scattered ass and titties for free. I'm talking, you ain't got to pay a goddamn red nickel to see all type of scattered ass. Everything we indulge in, everything we watch, we listen to is evil. It's done in evil. What we have to do, what you have to do, is be able to see through the smoke and mirrors. Yeah, the music industry is evil, but J. Cole, he's shining light in the darkness. That's why I like J. Cole. That's why I like J. Cole. Kendrick Lamar is shining light in the darkness. He went into the darkness and started to shine his light. And that's why I rock with J. Cole. That's why I like majority of what Nipsey Hussle was doing. That's what I'm doing. That's why it's a difference between me and them. That's why it's a difference between Lil Ronnie and J. Cole. Because Lil Ronnie went into the darkness and he indulged and he played in the darkness. He became the darkness. He walked through the door. Man, listen, man. Artists like Leon Bridges. Leon Bridges, a black country singer. That's the homie right there. Why would I rock with a celebrity? Why would I rock with certain celebrities? Because certain celebrities are just like Grown Man Business TV. We have come into the industry and we have shined our light in the darkness. Point blank, period. We are all engaged in this shit. The higher ups and the elites listen, man, they got this world in the cobra clutch. This is the devil's playground. There is no way around it. That's why all that foul activity happens in the church. That's why all that foul activity happens with the Pope. It's all devilish. Yeah. Salute to Leon Bridges, man. Yeah, Bob Marley. Leon Bridges, Bob Marley. There are legacy acts in the industry that are going to shine their light in the darkness. So there's nothing wrong with rocking with certain celebrities. But you got to understand and you got to be able to pinpoint and you got to be able to look and understand, is this celebrity shining his light in the darkness, or is this celebrity a part of the darkness? Is this content creator, is this YouTuber shining his light in the darkness, or is this YouTuber a part of the darkness? That's a choice that you got to make. Again, we all got a choice. That's a choice you get to make. And if you make the wrong choice, you pay for it. Hey, listen. Big salute to the chat, man. I feel a lot better. This whole situation with CJ Casino CJ Casino was locked up. CJ Casino was in jail. The two suspects are part of CJ Casino's, his gang or his group or his friends, his inner circle. Everybody is going to lay down for what happened to that little girl. Everybody. And I kind of want to throw this out there. I always hear a lot of stories about the jails out there in Texas, the TDC, OG Percy, it's always different stories all over the algorithm about what happens in Texas and in jail stories. And I would suggest, and I would hope that, you dudes in jail take care of this. I would hope that I hear a story about something happening to CJ Casino, something happening to this dude or that dude. I would hope that y'all stand on grown man business in regards to that 5-year-old little girl. Again, this situation with CJ Casino, it really took a lot out of me. It really drained me. Just the thought of that little girl taking that 223 bullet. Just the thought of it. You know what I'm saying? It really drained my energy. It really took a lot out of me. I didn't even go live yesterday. I didn't want to talk. I didn't really know what to say. I thought about it, and I thought about different angles and ways that I could approach the downloads that are downloading, and this was the only way to go about it. You know what I'm saying? Is to talk to, and not at, but to talk to the youngsters and talk to the consumer, the subscribers, my investors. This is the realm we living in. Nah, AJP, nah, they didn't get them just yet. They on the run. The two suspects that were in the video, they know who they are. They have their names. I played that. I think I played that receipt earlier. Let me run it back for you real quick. But they haven't caught them yet. Here we go right here. Let me run this receipt for you. Big salute to the chat. This for JP.
And now we've identified the two cowards who took the lives of these innocent people. We have public enemy number one, Adonis Robinson, who is also a registered sex offender. Public enemy number two, Jacoby Russell, who's on the run. They're scared, they're cowards, they're hiding. We ask the public, please, you know where they're at? Let us know. And now we've identified the two cowards who took the lives of these innocent people. We have public enemy number one, Adonis Robinson, who is also a registered sex offender. Public enemy number two, Jacoby Russell, who's on the run. They're scared, they're cowards, they're hiding. We ask the public, please, you know where they're at? Let us know.
Also, so those are the two suspects that they are looking for from the video. But CJ Casino was arrested today in Arlington, Texas. So, you know, they are not playing as far as, you know, the federales, the local police departments. They are not playing about that 5-year-old little girl. It's one thing where you dudes is doing what y'all doing, y'all playing in the darkness, and y'all killing each other and shit, and y'all doing what y'all do. That's one thing, but it's a whole nother situation when you involve an innocent child, a 5-year-old innocent child, the day after her birthday, to lose her life. Motherfuckers come around the corner, you know, she hanging with her daddy. Motherfucker come around the corner and get to sending those goddamn 223s through that door and that window. Game over, B. Game over. And I'm gonna tell you something. I know it was nasty because they haven't said anything like where she was sitting at. They haven't said anything about that little girl because that 223 bullet did some fucking damage to that little girl. And the way I feel from what the downloads is telling me is she took a headshot. That little girl took a headshot from an AR pistol, a 223 round. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking gruesome, talking real gruesome. And Lil Ronnie saw that. Before he ran away from that car, he saw his daughter with a headshot. You know what I'm saying? From a bullet that came through that door. You understand what I'm saying? And that shit spooked him. You got to know something, right? When he ran across that parking lot, you got to know that that wasn't just because of, that wasn't a run from just bullets, bro. Like where a motherfucker say, somebody's shooting at me, I'm gonna run. You know what I mean? The way he ran across that parking lot told me everything. That he looked up from vacuuming the floor. He was vacuuming the floor when the bullets came through. He looked up and his daughter took a headshot. And he fucking hopped up and he thought it was a dream. He thought he was dreaming. He looked at his daughter. She was listening to the music. He looked down, started vacuuming. He looked up again and her head was blown off. And he ran across that parking lot as if he was dreaming. At the same time, taking bullets, he took some bullets before he took some bullets out the car, but he had enough. They wasn't kill shots. He probably got hit somewhere. Woo, woo, woo. He got up, he looked up and saw his daughter mangled. Yeah. And he was taking full strides across that parking lot. It wasn't to save his daughter. Because somebody's shooting in the car and your kid is right there. To save your daughter is not leaving them in the car, nigga, in the hell of gunfire. That's not saving your daughter. You know what I'm saying? That's not what a man with it. That's not saving. You look up and two shooters is shooting AR pistols or AR-15 rifles into your car where your kid is at. Running away from the car is not saving your daughter. You know, think about this, right? He looked up, he saw his daughter mangled. He ran. He just was running. He just was running, bro. He wasn't even running like, let me get away, or he wasn't running like, oh shit, let me save my daughter. He was running like, yo, my daughter's fucking, yo, what? He was running like that. He was running like, yo, what? Like, that's how he was running like, bro, I can't believe this shit. I just see my daughter head blown off. I don't know whether to go back to the car. Oh, I think I'm gonna go back. And they finished them off. But think like this. Think like this. When he got across the park, like, look. When he got across the parking lot, right? When he got across the parking lot, hold on. When he got across the parking lot, right? The shooters ran away. He literally ran towards the trash can because he just couldn't believe. He already knew his daughter was dead in the car. He already knew that. And he can't fucking believe it. Little did he know they was going to come back and finish him off. But he just was running, bro. Soon as he would have got across the parking lot to that fence, he would have turned right back around and went back to his car to check on his daughter. He would have went right back to the car. He wouldn't have ran to the he wouldn't even have ran over there to the fucking trash can. Why would he run to the trash can? He ran to the trash can in disbelief, bro. He ran to the trash can in disbelief. He wasn't even running no more. He just ran to the trash can in disbelief, bro. And they finished him off and he fell out in the parking lot. Is what it is, man. Because as a father, as a man, as a young black man that done been through, and I understand what it's like to have beef. I understand what it's like. Like I said, we didn't have those tools to do what these young boys is doing. Disrespect the dead on Instagram and YouTube and make videos rapping it. Like that wasn't no thing when I was young. Beef or not, when your ass got killed, we didn't even really talk about it. I never heard nobody. So that's some new shit, right? So the type of beef he was in, I don't know. I don't know, right? But what I'm telling you is, right? Let me show you. That's a run of disbelief. That's a motherfucker running. That's not a person running just because he being shot at. And, you know, again, I can see through the smoke and mirrors. So I understand, like, a lot of people is not going to be able to understand what I'm telling you, but I'm going to give you it and I'm going to articulate it pure dope. That's a man running because his daughter head just got knocked off. That's not a man just running because somebody's shooting at him. I'm talking about he taking full strides. He taking full strides. That's a man running in disbelief. In disbelief. He cannot believe what he just looked up and saw in his car. In disbelief. Anytime we take our children to the gas station or we take our children to the car wash, our children hop in the front seat. Our children, he wasn't running. Nah, he was running for his life, but he was also running in disbelief. Because if he was running for his life, he would have ran away from the shooters. If he was just running for his life, he would have made the best decision to preserve his life. He ran towards the shooters because it was bigger than his life. He just saw his kid get smoked. He saw his kid get smoked. So now he's running. He's not running for his life because anybody running for their life is not running towards the shooters. Is not running towards the look. I'm gonna show you. Look. Look how he takes off, right? Hold on. All right, look. Look, he done ran. Why would he just run around? What? Look, let's watch it again. Watch this. Look, they shoot the car up. He run. Look. There you go right there. He just running now. Where is he running to? He just running. He just running, bro. And look, here they come. There he go. Laid his ass down. Somebody behind the joint, they lay him down, they run off. He's running for his life, but he's running in disbelief. He's totally in shock right now. Because I'm gonna tell you something. The video where you can hear the guns going off and not hear the music, there is no screaming there's no screaming. You don't hear the little girl. One time you don't hear nothing from her. Big salute to the chat, man. I'm gonna end with this right here. Choices, my G. Choices. Hey, listen. You do not get to be a shooter and you do not get to be a great father at the same time. The more you play in the darkness, the further away from the light you become. The further away from the light you become, the harder it is to get back into the light. To all my youngsters out there, the choices you make now are going to affect you and your family later on in life. The choices you are making right now as I speak, Grown Man Business TV, as we speak right now, the choices you are making right now are going to be the very choices that affect you, affect your future. And I know y'all don't think about it like that because it's hard to think like that. It's hard, but you know, it's my job, it's our job as OGs to give y'all this game. Now, what you do with it is your choice. Again, your choice. Free reign to do whatever. We have free will on this planet to do whatever you want to do. It's your choice. The choices you make today are going to affect you later on in life. Make sure they are good choices. Make sure you're making reasonable and you're making responsible choices. We all gonna make mistakes, but just make sure those mistakes aren't so large and so massive that you cannot correct them. If you are a gangster, nigga, you don't bring your kids out in public. If you playing by the rules of the streets, then play by the rules of the streets. If you playing by the rules of a family man, then play by the rules of a family man. But never cross the two. Never play the middle. Ever. This is what it looked like when you make it to the other side, youngster. You know what I mean? You're going to start getting some grades in your bed. Start being prepared for the long run. Prepare yourself for the long haul. Miss Lovelace, you already know I appreciate that 20-piece nugget, for real. You got choices. You definitely got choices. And I feel like somehow, some way, just like with these portals, when we are young, we are being brainwashed to believe that we don't have many choices. Poverty and pain conditions our brain and our mentality to think that we don't have many choices. What I'm here to tell you is, from the other side looking in, from a young black man that has made it out of poverty and pain, went to the same ghettos, went through the same schools, went through the same hardships you went through. What I'm here to tell you is, we have a lot of choices. But it's really, what do you want to do? Do you want to make the sacrifice? Do you want to be a leader? Do you want to stand out? Or do you want to fit in? You want to fit into the gang? You want to fit into these dudes on the corner? You want to fit into the shooters? You want to fit in? Then fit in. But you got a choice to stand out, homie. It's your choice. It's your choice to go in that studio and rap about death and rap about violence and rap about poverty, rap about pain and destroy your community. It's your choice what you say in that microphone. It's my choice. When I hit this live button, it's my choice to say whatever I want to say to you. It's my choice. And that will be paid for in good karma or bad karma. And what I see and what I believe and what I understand is that I'm getting beautiful karma coming from this. Giving y'all my perspective, giving y'all that pure dope straight off the brick into the bottles and not approaching any of these situations like any of these other content creators. Yeah, my cup overfloweth. My blessings overfloweth, homie. I can't even control it. And I got more to come. Just to be my age, man. Just to be my age and look how I look and feel how I look. Just to be my age and to be able to say I made it here is a blessing. Yeah, I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm blessed beyond measures, homie. So the only thing I'm going to do is shine my light. Because once you know the game and once you know the knowledge, you have no excuse in not using it. That's what it say in the Bible. Once you know this game, once you get this knowledge, if you choose not to use it, that's on you. That's a consequence that come with that. If you are ignorant, if you don't understand it, you don't know, cool. We're going to give you a chance to get it. But when you get it, big salute to the chat, man. Hey, hit the subscribe button, man. We approaching 38,000 subscribers, man. And we about to be at 37,700. I need about 2 more subscribers. Y'all see that, right? Y'all see that, right? Y'all see that right there. Hit the subscribe button so I can have over 700, man. Be sure to hit the like, subscribe. Make sure you wipe your feet off. We're going to talk about Angie Stone tomorrow. We're going to talk about Angie Stone. I've been seeing a lot of people giving their condolences and saying RIP to Angie Stone. We're gonna really expose the higher ups and the elites tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all don't think that Angie Stone was a coincidence. It was a coincidence that she just passed away. You know, it was a coincidence that her sprinter got hit. I know a lot of y'all think that it was just a coincidence, but what I'm here to tell you is there is no such thing as a coincidence on this planet, on this realm, in this realm right here. There is no such thing as a coincidence. And Angie Stone was in a process. She was in a process that a lot of people don't make it out of. And I'm gonna break this down tomorrow. We're gonna expose, the higher ups and the elites. I wanna really expose a chess move that they use on these celebrities, a chess move that they use after you sell your soul, after you sell your publishing, after you sell your integrity. It's a chess move that they use. It's gonna go 2 or 3 ways. And the situation with Angie Stone is an angle that I want to elaborate on. Yeah, I want to elaborate on how her situation. Yeah, it's gonna go down, homie. It's gonna go down. It's a lot of death and destruction happening right now. 2025 is gonna be a powerful year, and the frequency is only gonna go higher and higher the closer we get to 2031. 2031. RIP, man, the little Get Money, Lil Ronnie, man. RIP to his daughter, man. That was just nasty work. I'm glad that I got this off my chest. I'm glad I got these downloads off of me because they was weighing heavy on me. I just really felt drained. Not only by what was told, but by the video. The fact that the video is obtainable, accessible on YouTube. The fact that I could click and watch this young man and his daughter be assassinated, but I can't say certain words on my, it's just so draining, bro. It's so draining. It's nasty work. And I feel a lot better about it. Just being able to say I got this off me. Just to be able to say, You know, I said I gave y'all the game. I gave y'all the game, homie. It's time to really make decisions. It's time to really understand. And listen, if you're gonna play in the darkness, then do that. Just understand what you dealing with. If you're gonna play with the devils in the devil's playground, then play, homie. But understand that you don't get to play in the devil's playground and then come to church and act like you. Now you don't get to do that. You don't get to play in the devil's playground and then ask for protection for your children. The only protection for your children is for you to stay away from them. When you play in the devil's playground, little homie, the only protection for your family and your children is for you to stay far, far away from them. That's it. I'm going to end with this, right? In The Wire, y'all remember the show The Wire, right? Marlo was beefing with Omar. Marlo was beefing with Omar. And Marlo's hitman was the one that was really warring with Marlo. With Omar. So it was a particular scene, I wish I could find it, where Marlo, his hitman, the girl, Lil Snoop, and the dude that she rolled with they was arguing because he understood he could not go and see his family for Christmas. And she was like, well, let's go buy a bunch of toys and just drop them off to your family. He was like, I can't go nowhere near my family. She was like, why? How you gonna know? He was like, because if I go near my family, trust me, we are at war. I'm a killer. You think Omar ain't gonna follow and be able to see? If I go anywhere near my family, Omar is gonna be able to see who my family is, my wife. He had children. This nigga was a killer, but he had children and shit. And he had a wife and a family. And he even understood, nigga, I can't go, even if it's Christmas, I can't go around my children. Chris, salute to that. Chris was arguing. He was like, I can't go around my family right now. And Lil Snoop didn't understand, but he was a warrior. He understood. Nigga, if you gonna play in the street, if you a killer, if you a gangster, if you a gambler, if you playing in the devil's playground, the best thing you should do is stay away from your children. Because when you become around your children, you take the protection off of your children. Jeez, oh, hey, I can't get to you no realer than this. Even your 5-year-old angel ain't protected when you bring her in your realm. One of the consequences of being a shooter, one of the consequences of being a killer, one of the consequences of being a hooligan, of being a gangster, of being a slider, of being a gambler, of playing in a devil's playground is that you can't be a family man, homie. You don't get to be a good dad and a good shooter. Exactly. Chris said, how you think we found them? When Snoop said, how he gonna know? Exactly. Low key to God. You know exactly what I'm talking about. She was a killer, but she wasn't a war general. That's how she got killed by Lil Homie in the car. Because she didn't think. She was just somebody that'd kill your ass. He said, how you think, yeah, how we found, he said, how you think we found, because they had killed his pops, his uncle, the blind man. Come on, man. You got to make a choice. It's called choices, and you got to make one. RIP to them people, man. Big salute to the chat. Salute to everybody that's tapped in, man. We definitely turned up, and we having our way with the algorithm. You got to understand something. I choose to come up here and drop game. Yeah, Butchie. When they smoke Butchie, you know what I'm saying? He had to tell her, like, yo, how you think we found out about Butchie? Nigga, like, what you mean, how is he gonna know? I can't go see my family. I can't go spend time with my children. And he was hot. He was tight. And that's what Lil Ronnie should have been doing. He should have been somewhere complaining, saying, man, I want to pick my daughter up. It was her birthday yesterday. And somebody should have been telling him, nigga, you know you can't do that with CJ Casino and all the other niggas that we done did dirt to and we got war with. We can't go nowhere near your little daughter right now. Let her do her thing. We'll see her another time when the war is over. Chris waited until Omar got wrapped up. Chris waited all the way until they found out Omar had got killed in that convenience store. And then he went and seen his children. Only after the war was over. Don't ever involve your family in that shit, man. Choices, young man. Choices. And the choice is yours. That's the beautiful thing about it. The choice is yours. That's why I put TV on the grown man business. That's why it's just not called grown man business. And in the beginning, I had to make y'all understand, I'm not here to tell you how to be a grown man. I'm never going to get up here and tell you how to be a grown man. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let you know that you got choices. You could be a grown man and be on grown man business, or you could be a shooter. You could be a driller. You could be a killer. You could be a gambler. You could be all those things, but don't think you can be both. Choices, young nigga. Choices. So you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? Listen, man, you can tap in, you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You do know what I suggest, and I suggest you tap in. Listen, man, I suggest you tap into this grown man business. I suggest you tap into this grown man content at all times. You already know what it is. Straight off the brick into the bottles. Straight off the brick into the bottles. Straight raw, pure, uncut, no extras, no preservatives. We not gonna sugarcoat nothing. We not gonna dress nothing up. I'm gonna give you this pure dope, this real game, straight raw, my G. Straight raw. Pure dope. Is what it is. It'll be what it's going to be. This wasn't a live stream where we was going to do a lot of laughing, where we was going to do a lot of joking. This had to be said. I needed to say this. I needed to put this into the universe, into the algorithm. Point blank, period. Is what it is. Choices, young nigga. And you better listen. You don't get to wait till you 25 to start making good choices. You don't get to wait till you 30. You don't even get to wait until you're 21. You're gonna have to start making good choices around the age of 14 and up. At 14, 15 is when certain things are gonna be presented to you by the evils. Smoking weed. Yo, hit this weed, homie. You 15, hit this weed. Fucking women, bitches. Yeah, yo, homie, you know, she a virgin. Whoop, whoop, whoop. You know, you could do that. Yo, you want to have sex, right? You like that, right? 14 is when it starts. By the time you hit 16, 17, 18, you could be already in so deep that you can't get out, homie. Trust me. At 18, you could have made so many bad decisions that you cannot get out, my G. Or you could have made so many good decisions that by 18, you are on your way to the military. You are on your way to college. You are on your way to trade school. You are on your way to success. The choice is yours, young nigga. The choice is yours. Big salute to the chat, man. Big salute to the chat. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you are in tune with this channel, the realest channel on YouTube. There is no realer channel than this. There is no realer channel. I think I'll say 14 if your household is decent. If you have just even a decent household, you got uncles, you got people around you that are pretty much trying to steer you in the right direction. When you a young nigga and you turn 12, then you turn 13. That's your first year as a teen. You 13. You ain't even been a teen yet. I think you in like 9th grade, maybe like 8th or 9th grade type shit like that. Once you get through 13 and you go into 14 is when when the downloads is telling me you are most likely going to run into certain choices that need to be made. And it starts small. Start small. You know, honor thy mother and father, though your life can be a long life. You know, around 13, 14 is when you start kind of rebelling and making a decision if you're going to rebel against your mother and your father in a certain way. If you're going to listen, if you're going to, you know what I'm saying? So I just believe at that age is when you really, that's when the choices start. You start hanging out with your friends. You start staying out. You start spending the night. Weed starts getting introduced. Yo, try this weed. You don't know that the weed got crack in it because his uncle was a crackhead and you fuck your life up. It's choices that need to be made. And a lot of these youngsters don't understand that the choices you make at 15, 16, 17, and 18 are the very choices that are going to be affecting you when you are 35 years old, when you are 30 years old, when you are trying to buy a house, when you are trying to get your life together, when you are trying to make the right decisions. And you done made all the bad decisions between 15 and 21, and now you regretting shit. Trust me, I know, homie. I made some mistakes. Never big enough to that can't be situated and can't be, you know, handled. But oh man, I know how it feel to lay down with a demon. I know how it feel, homie, to have the next 18 years of your fucking life being managed and being taken advantage of, you being raped out your money. They taking, man, I know how I feel. With that being said, choices. Choices, young fella. Choices. Yeah, yeah. Fly Gemini, salute. Yeah. You know, that's what I'm trying to let them know. It's choices, and it's so many different angles. It's not just street life. It's not just guns. It's not just beef. It's not just war. It's demons dressed up as women. 90% of the women that you see are demons dressed up as women. It's only 10% of real women in the world. The rest of them are demons. Demons dressed up as women to tempt you. Temptation. Now you got a baby mama. You got 2 baby mamas. Your ass on child support. You can't even, man, they raping your check. You fucked. You can't. Lucky for me, I only touched 1 or 2. I only got 1. I only got 1. But it's, you know, that you got to understand. These are things that are, yeah, I'm experienced, homie. I'm seasoned. I'm seasoned. I'm seasoned to the age now where I can look at a woman and I can tell you that's a demon, homie. When she take all that makeup off and she take that wig and she take that lace front and she take that yaki weave out her goddamn hair and she take all those eyelashes off, that's a fucking demon, homie. That's a demon. That's not a, no, so you done stuck you done came inside a demon, homie. I'm seasoned. So again, big salute to the chat. Make sure, yeah, the demon detector. I can see it. That shit don't amuse me. Motherfucker with a fat ass and all that makeup on. I'm just at the age now where I can look at you. Especially if it's especially if it's in person. Like, you know, in person. Oh, I can see straight through that shit. I can see through the makeup. I can see through the weave. I can see through the wig. I can see through the lashes. I can see through that shit. That's why I don't deal with white women. I would never. The dog fur is already devilish. The dog fur smell like a dog when it get wet, don't it? Y'all know I had to throw that in there. The dog fur smell like wet goddamn golden retriever when it get wet, don't it? That dog fur smell like a goddamn golden retriever. That's the devilish. That's devil enough for me. That's satanic. Why do your fur smell like a goddamn Shih Tzu? Why do your dog fur smell like a golden retriever? Yeah, hey. I'll say that. I agree with that. Simon, I agree with that. I believe if you are a 18-year-old young man and you don't have plans to go to college and you don't know what you want to do with your life and you just trying to figure it out, you should have to go into the military for 4 years. So between 18 and 24, your ass is in the military. Then I guarantee you will figure out what you want to do in the military, and you will make some money, and you will travel. So I believe that shit is mandatory. Should be mandatory. Salute. Appreciate that 10-piece nugget, man. You already know how we giving it up. There's the light and there's the darkness. And there's a fence in between. Straddling the fence is a dangerous place to be in because the devil owns the fence. Oh, good game. Woof, that was powerful, my G. God damn. You gotta know something, baby. We ain't playing no games over here at Grown Man Business TV. And that was powerful. And you know what? I'm gonna take that. I appreciate that dope. I appreciate that game. The devil owns the fence. God damn, that was deep. Woo. That was fucking deep. I'm glad you put that 10-piece nugget in there to make me read that, because I might, you know, it's a lot in the chat. It's hard for me to catch everything. I might not have caught that. Damn. You can't straddle the fence because the devil owns the goddamn fence. Ooh. Jesus, the reason that we're here. I don't know, I just felt that. The reason that we're here right here in wrong. Jim, the light and the darkness, nigga. And you can't straddle the fence because the fence is owned by the devil. So if your ass is on the fence, your ass is in darkness. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, I don't know why the reasons came to, you know, when I was a youngster, my old heads, my uncles and them used to play that shit when I was a kid. Listen, I was born in the late 19th century. The late 19th century is when Grown Man Business was born. And when I was a kid in the early 80s, my uncles and my uncles and shit, they used to, the reason that we're here. That was powerful, B. That was a powerful fucking bar right there. God damn, the devil owns the fence. That was deep. Yeah, exactly. With all that being said, you don't have a choice to play in the darkness, man. You either gonna shine your light in the darkness or you in darkness. You either gonna shine your light in the darkness or you in darkness. And if you in darkness, then you in it, homie. That's a choice that you make. Stand on it. So listen, man, you already know what time it is. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Be sure to make sure your notifications are on. We will be going live tomorrow. We will be, you know, I'm going to really give some perspective on Angie Stone. I don't hear nobody talking about this. The downloads that are downloading, I don't hear nobody. Yeah, my synopsis, you know, my perspective on this is always different. It's like none other. So we will be tapped in tomorrow. So make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the share. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. You are subscribed to the Realest channel on YouTube, Grown Man Business TV, so that your notification bells will ring tomorrow. All right? So listen, man, you already know what time it is. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. Feel what I'm saying? Now listen, man, you can tap in, you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest. And I suggest you tap in. Choices. Always remember, choices. Gang.